G'day and welcome to the Xenophon Gaming channel. Today I'm going to continue my Let's Play Astrometica series. Since the last episode I've done a bit of building and I'll just run you through that now. So I moved a bed into its own room. I in fact used the round one which I talked about. You can see it's hard to put things along the sides because of the curve. I built a whole bunch of storage here for individual items, so iron, copper, carbon, etc. I put in the vehicle bay, the vehicle assembly, vehicle constructor, and I in fact made a skipper, which I have not taken out, but you can see it out the window there. Today I want to do a bunch more exploring. And there's a number of points of interest that are now much easier to get to because I have the skipper and it's quicker. I'm carrying a power cell and some water and some oxygen and some food, and all my batteries are charged. And I'm going to go from there. There are some upgrades that I could build, like mining power T2, battery saver T2, and the mining speed T2, but I'll leave them for later, I think. So we're just going to get out there, fly around and pick up the skipper. And I'm going to show a few points of interest that, trying not to run through the beam. And then we'll explore Theta 9. So with the skipper, there we go. We can go and look at some things. There is a pod floating around here. I can never find it when I'm looking for it. I always stumble across it. Oh, there it is. It has no oxygen, but has a bunch of stuff that's worth salvaging. So it's F to get off the skipper. Right, so there's a bunch of things here that if you don't have them at the beginning, you can scan them, like the fabricator, the battery charger, and the panel. But don't need that. I'm just going to collect the materials because I'm here. That tricky thing about this pod itself is that there is a door that works, and it has a log in it about some nameless survivor and a great deal of fabric, which is useful early on. So I'm going to collect that. While keeping an eye on my oxygen. Use an oxygen tank. I think that's all of the fabric. Nope, one left. Right, I'm just going to go back and refill my oxygen, and I'll take you to the next site. There we go. And just like when you're moving manually, the left shift key is the equivalent of the sprint. So we still have heaps of power. Batteries are all charging. Go and put the fabric away. There's a great deal of fabric right there. Just going to use this box here at the door as my drop box. I'll sort it out later off camera. Right. So next place is something that was added new in this release. And, oh, trying to hit things. All right, so in this cloud, that is just beyond and to the right of abandoned habitat, there is a bunch of stuff. There's an old, you can see it's a habitat which has some damage. Can't remember. Just in case. Oh, can't get in there. Can't get in there. Oh, it's a gold asteroid as well. Don't think I can get in this one either. Nothing in that one. That one is blocked, so it looks like it's blocked. But in fact, if you come up to the top, you can get in from the top and pick up a cat poster, which is awesome. And it has the fabricator and the research station with the T1 researcher and habitat builder tool. So that's also a builder tool fragment. So it's a different place that you can get those base level components that are useful. And there is a skipper fragment there. Yeah, which was just going to give us iron. Now I'm going to get back in my own skipper and head on out. Where am I going? Wrong way. Can I make it back to the... I don't think I can. Give it a go. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh! So not only did I almost miss it, but I rammed the wall and took a bunch of damage. So excellent work all around there. Seeing as I'm here, I might as well empty the miner and turn it back on again. And then grab my skipper and head back towards my base. So that's everything on this end of the map, I believe. I still have these cargo containers I could open. They'll probably have some blueprints in them, but I'll leave it for later. And we have that signal over there, Theta 9, which we have not yet been to. So we may do that, but I'm going to go and do another thing first. I'm going to go and finish over on that that site in front of us there, because I did a bunch of stuff, but I didn't go down into the hole and collect the resources from there, some of which are important. So, got my oxygen, and I managed to put my skipper somewhere here. Oh, there it is. Right. So, first things first, there is something to scan. So we have not yet been into the vehicle manufacturing station. I'm saving that for a specific episode. But down here, there is a scannable object, which is in fact a fragment of the space car, which is cool. So I don't think there's anything else over here. There's no other crates. So we'll just go and go up, get some oxygen. We'll come back to the vehicle assembly bay. I don't know, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but up here, above all of this, this is all silver. So you can in fact put a small base there with an asteroid miner and auto farm silver where it's a bit closer. So I'm just going to redo my oxygen, and then we will go down in the hole. Hopefully got all of the drones out. Yes, I think I did. So there's a bunch of materials here, which we will collect now, because there's a new one, a new material. So glass is always good because we don't actually have readily mineable sources of quartz. So it's nice to get those. Melted minerals. This is celestite, but this is in fact red celestite, not... Oh no. Thought that was the red one. Maybe this is the red one. Ah, yes, there we go. So 2 pieces of red celestite, which is good. And the TIE fighter. It's not scannable. It's just a piece of debris, but it really does look like a Star Wars TIE fighter, I think. Right. And the skipper. Gonna get some more oxygen. We'll just fly through this. Right. So there's my base and the old hub station. And we've investigated all this stuff. So what we're going to do now is pop through this gap with the organic looking rocks, because on the other side of this is another dome to investigate. Right. So here there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of quartz. There are 3 nickel asteroids here which do respawn. And then there's some stuff to investigate down there. There is another deposit miner over there, defended by drones. You can see them. There's a whole bunch of cargo containers, more drones, more containers, more drones. So we're going to go down in here, and you can see that there is a pod and a little facility. So I'm going to go fly right down to the ground before I get off the vehicle, because otherwise it's hard to get it again. And here is a new resource. This is not working. Oh well, that should be a resource, but there we go. Collect the fungi. So we're in oxygen now, so no real rush. Will this have an explodey drone in it? I don't know. Possibly. No. Good. All right, so more celestite. Purple. Electronics. Always saves us a bit of resources, especially the data transformer. All right, so that's that done. And then there was a little facility here. So we're going to go in the hatch, turn the lights on. When you come in here, look behind you. Blueprint box. Now this is a door where we need the key card for it, right? So it's locked. So there are locked doors in the game. That electrical spark will do damage if you run into it. We'll try and avoid that. And here we have some crystals, a blue crystal, which is good. Okay, fine. Read the log. So this is a technician, a nameless technician, but here is the keycard. So I am going to return when I have all right. Trip taken. So we read the log. Now we're just going to go. That key card opens the door. Now we can go in and collect all the loot. So there is nothing to scan here, but there is an unlock. So compacted carbon, bunch of water, but it's all small water containers. We'll use those first. And more light bulbs. Another log, which is from Ethan Carter and Alex Turner talking to each other about fixing his suit. That has a lot of materials in it, so that's got 7 bars in it. And hiding under the container is Ethan Carter's keycard, which we will need at the next stop. So then we have fabric again. We want to pick up before we drop the next one, because it lands on top of it. So in order to get these things that are in shells, you need to get up on top and then crouch. Right, so that's everything in this little pod. There is, however, another cargo container outside, which I noticed as I was leaving. We shall see if there's a drone. No, there is not. More electronics. More celestites. And my inventory is just about full, so I'm going to head for home before continuing. So next stop is Theta 9. So you can see I've almost used the entire power cell from the skipper. It doesn't actually last that long, but this gives me an opportunity to demonstrate changing the power. Right. So right. So in order to empty it, you need to come to the back and then click on that power cell itself. Right, done. So now I can go and empty my inventory and we can head to Theta 9. All which I should have enough power to do. Yeah, I don't currently have a battery power cell charger, so I'm just going to put it in there for now. I did get that one blueprint, so I'm going to research it before we leave. Drink some water, have some food. Scrapper damage. Huh, that's a new one. All right. Actually, I might go and just do my health. All right. So now we're headed to Theta 9, which is there. We also have the signal for the vehicle manufacturing station, which was where I bought the space car, where I got the space car partial blueprint. So Theta 9 is back here. It's not very far. Oh, my miner is full. I just noticed as I went past. Right, there are two components to Theta 9, and one is this floating pod outside, and one is the station itself. So I'm going to park up here, so I have plenty of oxygen, and then we're going to go down here. Right, so there is analog storage, which has a bunch of stuff in it. Full oxygen tanks and a few decorations. There are 2 logs, in fact. So one from Marcella and one from Matthew. Floating here somewhere. Here's this empty spacesuit, which we can scan, which gives us a much tougher spacesuit to wear. So we'll look at that schematic later, and there is a key card for Theta 9, which is what we will need to get in the door. So now we head to Theta 9. Just use the key card, head on inside. So we're now in gravity, in oxygen. Now, one easily missable feature here is this sign up the top, which you can scan. It's the only place it is in the game, I believe. And we need a key card for Theta 9 because we can't get in. So here we have a trash can. So more decorations. And then a chair. 3 chairs, in fact. And somewhere here, there is another log, which is from the Overseer. talking about a warp gate, which we have not yet seen. So in here, down here, there is a door, which we can go through. So, looking for things to loot, like this blue crystal, which there is one, and then there is another. And keeping our eyes peeled for things on the wall. So like nodes. I might just leave it. It's pretty. I don't really need them just yet. I know where they are. So we're going to run down the corridor. Oh, celestite. More celestite, red celestite. Come back. Right, then you can see what I mean. That was a nickel. I think that was the only one I missed. More celestite. So celestite is used in generally higher end recipes. That was gold. More blue crystal. Looks like they've done some extensive mining work here. Another gold and stuff. So there is another asteroid mine, corridor miner, which we don't actually need, but I'll just take it for the iron. More blue crystal, which I'm just going to leave because it's pretty. That was the smelter, which we have. Another asteroid mining fragment. So, you know, you can do these things in different orders. But here is power cell charger. I can't remember if it's a fragment. Yes, it's a fragment. Just collect the minerals. Quite a lot of gold that we've been picking up, which is good. There's a log. Miners talking about how hard it is to be a miner. Minerals, blueprint, and the key card for the hole. All right, so that was the way we came in. And there is clearly some more celestite up there. You can launch yourself, but it's a bit tricky to get to. There we go. Oh no, it's glass. Still worth gathering. I think that was everything. And so, yes, that's it. Yep, there's no way through to there. So now we're back off down the corridor that we came up. It's just all wibbly wobbly. And we can just jump over the edge. And keep going. It's a bit of a weird glow. Still. We're back to the hole. And then we can run down the corridor and use the keycard to open the main Theta 9. Right, so there is a corridor that goes around in a circle. And then we get to a room, and it is the depot, which we do not have a card for. Then there is stuff in here just to collect. You do need to be careful of all the spinning electronics. This door does not work. That's everything in this room. Right. Then we have to brave the electrical fault. I always end up having to just run through. So test room, has a key password on it. That was new. Some smelted materials. Oh, quite a lot. But then a collapsed corridor. I'm almost out. So there's a trick here. All right. So there is a bunch of stuff up here, which we're going to have to get past that shorting out. But what I want to do first while I have some inventory is there is this air duct here. And if you hit crouch, you can, in fact, follow the air duct to a room. Uncrouch yourself. And here is a key card for the depot room, which is in fact where we are. So they locked the card into the actual depot itself. And here is the other bit of the power cell charger. So I have the power cell. I can get in and out of the room. I have no room in my inventory. So I will go again and empty my inventory. And then I will return to explore the rest of the base. All right, back. Having emptied my inventory, continue the exploration of Theta 9. So there is a skipper. There's a bunch of stuff. So there's 2 skipper fragments there, some more celestite, stuff on the shelves. power cell. And then in here, there is a jetpack, which we can salvage, and a log from Jake Tanner. He's talking about things in the walls, basically. So now we're going to go back through the tunnel and explore the other wing of the Theatre 9 base. I find it very difficult to avoid damage in this corridor because you bounce off the wall because you have to jump, then you jump into it. Right, so there's a bunch of rooms here. There is Alex Turner key card is required. A Marcus Danner, Reese Callahan, and Ethan Carter. Ethan's we have. So we can come in here. There's the log. There is Sonic Thruster's blueprint. A QB toy. A statue. Coffee cup. Electronics. Which is not a bad one. 3 glass and a copper wire. And then I believe there is some stuff to scan. Yes. A colourful bed. And a toxic suit. Toxic zone suit. Right, that's all of the scannables. So then we have a bunch of lockers. Oops. So nickel, electronics, more nickel, more electronics. I do like that. Oh, there's another log in there. My toxic suit is broken again. Please fix it for me. Right, so that's everything in this room. We have Reese's. We do not. We do not have Marcus's. There's a Easter egg in here, which is just I assume some form of transmog unlock. And I believe we have... No, we don't have Alex's card either. Right. So, again, Jake Tanner, who believes he's surrounded by idiots. T3 jetpack. That's nice. Again, a fabricator. Plant that we don't need. Can't pick up anyway. But there is a toy down here to pick up. And then just the chests, which we are not going to be able to pick up. I can pick up that. All right. So then we're headed back. Like I say, now that I can use the bed to heal, I might just do the run. So that is the Theta 9 explored. In the next episode, I think we will range further afield. And I'll just get back to base. And turn the miner back on. And when I came to empty out my inventory, I made actually the power cell charger. So I'll just show you that. And I also made another power cell. What is that? Some weird artifact. Okay. So I'll put the power cell charger here to recharge the vehicle batteries. Indeed. And so that will be it for this episode. I shall return next time to explore towards the warp gate, I believe. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, drop me a like. Feel free to leave a comment. Otherwise, hopefully I'll see you in the next video.